Hello, friends. I'm Meteorologist Zack Shields. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the Fox 7 Austin YouTube channel. Spring is here, and so is severe weather season. We're going to get a couple of rounds of thunderstorms in here later on today and tonight. Areas east of I-35 under slight risk for severe weather. That's a level 2 severe weather day. The rest of us under a marginal risk. We'll be on the lookout for 1 to 2 inch diameter hail. That's quarter to golf ball size, and wind gusts 40 to 60 miles per hour. Now, early in the day, all the energy available for storm development will stay to our south and east. And then as we transition into the late afternoon hours, there's going to be enough energy building up across the hill country to fire up round 2 of the storms along the dry line. And that's the line that's going to come on through during the evening hours. Severe thunderstorm watch for our friends along the coastal plains. This will go until early afternoon, but we're not under that watch. We're going to have to wait and see what happens with this upper low that's swirling around El Paso. It looks like as it pivots toward Texas, it's going to provide that necessary lift to get those clouds to build up into thunderstorms. The first round will just produce some harmless rain and a few lightning bolts here and there all the way through early afternoon. Then we'll get a break. Mid to late afternoon, the atmosphere's got to recharge, and then round 2 will develop this evening when that main low comes across. Not only will we be on the lookout for brief heavy rain, some lightning, but also some damaging hail and wind. That's with round 2 happening this evening. Out in the hill country in Llano, you may have to wait until late afternoon, early evening before you see any rain. It's going to happen a lot sooner here in Austin. By early afternoon, then the rain chances drop, and then they increase again mid to late evening. And then over toward our eastern counties, you're going to have rain during the day. Then you get a break late in the afternoon, and then that last round comes in right after midnight. So these storm systems are just lining up, and they're heading right for us. They're not going to tease us and veer to the north thanks to this huge blocking high over the Pacific Northwest that will make sure these lows head right for Texas. And this first one will be a direct hit, bringing all the pieces to that rain puzzle together, the lift, the moisture, the energy. Think of a low pressure system in the atmosphere. If you think of it 3D version, there's going to be a dip, okay? On the eastern side of that low, you go uphill with the air. If that air is going uphill, it's got to rise. You get those clouds to build up. On the back side of the low, it's going downhill. That air is sinking, and you get to enjoy sunny, dry conditions. That's not going to happen around here until tomorrow. So we have enough moisture in place, not a ton of moisture. It's not very tropical-like out there. So the rain rates should be under control and not leading to any flash flooding. But we have enough moisture in there to see a decent amount of showers and storms. And we have the trigger mechanism, the dry line in the upper low to get the shower storms going. We have enough instability to keep those storms going so they can make it all the way in. Just not a lot of wind shear, wind direction changing with height that would lead to a lot of rotating thunderstorms that would eventually produce some tornadoes. It's that time of year we can't rule it out completely. This is what the high-res Futurecast is going to look like by lunchtime. Most of the rain from Austin over toward the Houston area with the most intense storms offshore. That blob of rain goes away, and then new storms will form across the western hill country, getting closer to the Concho Valley. This doesn't happen until 6 o'clock this evening. These storms will start out isolated. That's when they could become hailers, and then they'll form a line of storms that looks like could intensify as they near the I-35 corridor. But most of the action is going to be in the hill country between 6 and 9, and then between 7 and 10 crossing the I-35 corridor. And you see the model indicating some dark reds and pink colors? That's showing the possibility of some big chunks of ice falling from the sky. That is what the high-res Futurecast is showing. This is how we're going to break down the timing of the strongest thunderstorms that will occur this evening out in the hill country between 5 and 8. I-35 corridor between 8 and 10, and then pushing across our eastern counties between 9 this evening and midnight. Then after midnight, the storm threat diminishes in a hurry as that upper low departs. For now, much of the area is just under a level 1, a marginal risk with the slight risk off to our east. As the day goes along, I would not be shocked. The Storm Prediction Center updates this weather outlook and includes more of central Texas under that slight risk. Nonetheless, don't let your guard down. Keep a close eye on the sky because everybody's in the crosshairs of this storm system. And our future hail tracker by 4 or 5 o'clock shows that possibility happening out in the hill country first, and then the hail threat shifting eastbound as we go into the evening hours. How big could the Ice get, large hail, quarter to golf ball size. That'll do some significant damage. So maybe a good night to park the vehicle in the garage or under a carport or something like that. Could have wind gusts 40 to 60 miles per hour, especially if we get a squall line in here. And don't forget about that lightning threat. When thunder roars, go indoors. Never want the severe weather, but we need the rain. 3 out of the 4 models showing a ½ inch to 1 inch of rain possible. We just don't have a ton of moisture available to squeeze out of the atmosphere. So I'm thinking the flooding risk will be very low. Weather Prediction Center has us under a marginal risk, more likely to occur as you get closer to southeast Texas, like around the Houston area, where they're bracing for maybe 1, 2, 3 inches of rain. So with the storm threat increasing throughout the day, don't forget to download our free Fox 7 weather app to get the latest alerts, hour-by-hour forecasts, and interactive radar anytime on your smartphone. Thanks for stopping by and joining us on Fox 7 Austin YouTube channel. Have a great day.